everybody, and welcome back to the Creativity Broadcast. I'm your host, Laura. I'm here to do a collective creativity reading today. And you are not going to believe this, but when I came in to do this reading, the kind of initiating message of it was thank you. Someone is actually saying thank you for what you're doing. And when I asked Sacred Rebels Oracle to clarify, I got seeing the true you. And this is directly picking back up from the message we got 2 weeks ago about how to see the true you. So what I'm getting about this is kind of like a twofold message for someone today. This is both someone saying thank you, someone else saying thank you for what you're doing and for the work that you're putting out. Like it means something that you don't yet know it means to someone else. Maybe your intuition is telling you it's a certain person, but I'm also getting this sort of like duality here of it's also you in the future thanking yourself for the work that you're doing to see and call in and really embody the true you. So it's kind of a big deal. So let's get a little more information just so we can really understand the nature of this particular instance of seeing the true you. Hope y'all are doing really, really well. What's up with this thank you energy and seeing the true you? That'll just jump out when it's ready. There's one. Is there another? Is there another? Yeah. Okay. Is there a third? Oh gosh. Yeah, there's three. Okay. Oh my god, stop. Okay. Let me show you what came up. So again, seeing the true you, we have this almost this call to retreat from the perceptions that other people have of you and kind of create more of a sense of, well, what's your perception of you? Again, remember that in the reading for seeing the true you, one of the first things that Alana Fairchild points to is that the ability of someone outside of us to reflect back to us what's true about us is always going to be impacted by them. It's not an accurate mirror. And yeah, this is really about like using your senses and sense of yourself to actually see the true you very clearly. So what came out here, we have hawk, we have rabbit. This is kind of making me laugh because last week's message was again sort of like a predator and the prey coming out at the same time. Last week it was wolf and deer. This week it's hawk and rabbit. Hawk, we have this like soaring sense of leadership and possibility, like flying high, calling in what's next for you, having this kind of bigger picture view, being up there, taking action, seeing yourself as an apex predator. And then at the same time, we also have the rabbit energy of being kind of scared of doing it. And what's amazing is that the third card is the hummingbird. The hummingbird, the sweetness, the nectar of life, the happiness, the whistle while you work energy. So I'm literally seeing this as like your kind of two modes right now are hawk, apex predator, rabbit, managing your fear, and they're threaded together by happiness. They're threaded together by fun and by hummingbird energy. So this is definitely a new reflection on you. I'm getting that you are taking some really big steps. You're kind of like part of this like rabbit hawk duality here is that you are I like to use the phrase big dog sometimes with my coaching clients, like often we actually kind of are a big dog. I'm not saying top dog because I don't like hierarchy, but big dog, you know what I'm talking about. Like apex predator, like you take up space, but you're not used to seeing yourself in that way. And you likely feel more like rabbit than hawk most of the time right now. But you have this really very grounded knowing that you're supposed to take action and like continue to lead yourself the way that you are. And this might be about a specific project, it might be about your business. I don't know. It could also just be about a sense of like personal happiness and well-being, like you're taking some risks, some things that feel risky, like you're soaring up. Aw, this is making me think of my song Blue Sky, about a bird flying high. And in that song, there's this section about like um, at the end, really about like kind of just letting go and realizing, the lyrics go, you can't fly too close up with the sun if you don't want to be seen by no one. And it's true, like we are making ourselves really vulnerable when we're putting ourselves out there. And that's the natural way of it. It doesn't have to scare you off. But it does mean that if you are feeling scared, you can take the advice of Rabbit card, to bring the rabbit fearful energy into balance. It actually recommends like a period of silence, like to actually be quiet and still and be with yourself. And we also have this other tool emerging of the hummingbird of like having fun, delight, pleasure, letting yourself kind of like flit from thing to thing. It's pretty exciting. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna read the hawk card here. It's hummingbird coming out first. Okay, we'll start there. All right. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. Okay, so this is also an opportunity to create some new rituals for yourself for this period of time where you're managing like hawk and rabbit. Yeah, so this thing about like the hummingbird knows where to go to gather nectar. This is an opportunity for you to make a list for yourself of like, what are the things that are supportive and energizing to me right now? Maybe you need some built-in time to talk to a friend, you know, maybe you need to release any like creative productivity needs and just like be in your hobby and have fun, you know. It's about nourishment and rejuvenation. Okay, so it says, the sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, or sharp. And it says to bring into balance, take a class. So this is again like picking up from some of the themes from last week about beginner's mind actually being your friend right now. And it's not because you haven't earned your place. It's more just about like being able to integrate new information in a way that's really supportive and playful and useful. Okay, so soaring high, we have the hawk, watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. Oh. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. Again, that duality. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much or suspicious. So watch that line between like intuitive versus suspicion. to bring into balance a perspective shift. Fascinating. So hawk energy is also about being open to signs and watching for signs. This is very auspicious. This is a powerful, like, season of change for you. Season of change, yeah. And it makes sense that you might be feeling like a lot of possibility and then also being fearful. Like, these are all natural responses to change. Okay. Rabbit, afraid of everything, overwhelmed, frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. Remember what I said about predator and prey? He talks and talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Poor rabbit. Look how cute rabbit is. Okay. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words. Oh, rabbit, they shape your destiny. There's actually a lot of power in rabbit. Okay. When in balance, sensitive problem solver, good listener. When out of balance, over explains or talks fast. To bring into balance, a day of silence. Yeah, so there's like this rabbit energy often needs a lot of grounding and stabilizing. And also, rabbit needs the hummingbird to be in their hobby. Because when you're in your hobby, you're in your creative power. And your creative power is that future that is coming. So, 1, 2, 3. Wow. It's really sweet. I'm thinking for some action steps, we're going to go for the wisdom of Avalon just for this last section here. I'm really excited for you. If this reading is resonating, you have been working really hard for a really long time on something related to your personal happiness. So I'm happy for you. Okay, let's see. What action steps, what should they be aware of to ground this message? Okay. Love. Love, 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 love. Number 45. Love. Kind of cool to get love as an action step. That's beautiful. Okay, sacred journey marker. This marker reminds you to show kindness and compassion to all whom you meet on your path. Be it a beggar on a street corner, a coworker, a family member, an animal, or a plant whose leaves need pruning. This marker asks you to shift perception from yourself as a solitary person on the earth to one who's part of a living system. Love is what made you, so keep it flowing. Remember to receive love as well. Ask yourself, am I blocking love? Yeah, so we're kind of coming full circle here to the beginning of the message about what you're doing being meaningful to someone else. And remembering that we don't create in isolation. Often when we have a desire to make something, there is a greater purpose to it. And we don't always know what that is. And it's going to sound like that runs in opposition to just like creating for fun or creating for creating's sake, and it doesn't. When we follow our creative desires, we are empowering ourselves. We are saying yes to our own intuition. And that energy, regardless of what kinds of things we make, that energy always has a positive impact on the people around you. So someone, maybe it's someone really, really close to you, is really happy about what you're doing and they're feeling impacted positively. And they might not tell you, but that's what this message is for, is to tell you. So don't forget, our dreams aren't just for us. And when we take action for them, we are supporting ourselves and our dreams, which is always a positive impact. Always. Yeah, that's beautiful. So go ahead and comment below and tell me what it is that you're growing, the dream that's not just for you. And yeah, make sure to thank yourself as well. Oh, it's really sweet. Really beautiful. Well, I hope that this was helpful and supportive. As always, you can find readings here on this channel every week. You can go ahead and hit subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell icon if you'd like a little notification every week when my messages come out. I do intuitive readings like this for those of us who are creative. I also, from time to time, do fun creative tutorial videos, how to, creative living, that kind of thing. And don't forget, I have a lot of cool courses and also a free guide below if you want to sign up for it. It's called Uncover Your Creative Magic. It's a online treasure map that I made to help you get back in touch with it. So, yeah, thank you so much for being here. Good luck. Happy hummingbirding.